G'day all, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I have an update on what's going on. I had an appointment late yesterday afternoon with my surgeon. I'll leave his details below, that way if he fucks up and I die on the table, you'll know where to send the hate mail to. Also, look, quick heads up, if this is the first video you're watching on this subject, then please watch the other two videos first. They're only like 7 minutes long. I don't think half of them even have commercials on them. I don't think I monetized them or anything. So go check them out, have a quick watch, then come back. You'll then know what's going on. You know, other than that, you'll be a little lost. So anyway, as I said, I had an appointment with my surgeon. I actually have met him before. He did my one and only other surgical procedure I've ever had in my life on me 20 years ago. Wow, scary thing is he actually looks my age, and yeah, that was 2 decades ago. So what happened back then was, in my wild youth of my mid-30s, I thought I was Superman, and I was pushing myself to the limits every day, actually twice a day at the gym. Pulling some really impressive numbers. Well, good stuff, mate. Yep, until one day I was on the Smith machine doing squats and I tore my abs open. And I had a grapefruit lump of intestines start pushing through the gap. And like, it was still under the skin, but it basically looked like fucking the alien trying to come out of Sigourney Weaver. And so I ended up getting operated on, and it was just a hernia operation, you know. But yeah, it absolutely fucking terrified me then. So he was the doctor that performed that operation. So I've got to ask him how old he is, because he looked like he looks only my age. So what, he would have been in his 30s or something. So anyway, if the point of the appointment was to scare the absolute living shit out of me to the point where I have a panic attack and basically fucking pass out, and then try and climb out the nearest fucking window on the 3rd floor, it was a very successful meeting. Pretty much he said they're going to cut me open and they're going to take Jesus. I can't even fucking say it. Wow. They're going to take 30 centimetres of large intestine out. And that is exactly 10 times larger than the mass that's in there. So there you go, that's some good arithmetic for you. He then pointed out to me that it was a major operation with a lot of risk involved, and said that 1 out of 20 people, they don't join them up properly, and their intestine leaks into their body, which then turns septic, which then makes them extremely sick, which then they have to cut them back open again and cut the bowel in half, and they usually stick it out your side or in your stomach, through your stomach, and you get to shit in a bag. Wow, thanks, I said as the blood drained even further from my face. Mate, you think I look white now? You should see me just before I pass out. So then he went on further to explain that he could possibly have a go at keyhole surgery, though I'm a big bloke and it'll probably make it more difficult, so it might have to be invasive. I'm pretty sure that's what he said it was, invasive. In other words, they're going to cut me open. Mate, I don't know. I sort of started to lose the plot about that time. I was trying not to projectile vomit all over his swank office. He said, I believe, if everything goes well, I'll be in hospital about 4 days and I'll be fucked up for at least a month. And I'm thinking, well, that's great, because my missus works bloody 10 hours a day and she's fucked when she gets home. She's going to have to what? Fucking deal with a friggin' invalid for a fucking a month. I'm going to be bloody croning around all bent over and fucked up, not being able to move for friggin' a month. So anyway, after I awoke and climbed up off the floor, I was told that he doesn't think I will need to take the stuff that makes me fucking sick as shit, you know, that Movicol, whatever it is that makes you shit through the eye of a needle. He said the nurses will probably give me an enema, he thinks. And I'm thinking, well, they'll probably do that as well or instead of, but I'm sure it'll probably have like disinfectant or something in it. So, you know, they'll limit the chances of infection as they're, you know, cutting a sewage pipe in half. So he said. That was his quote. Just imagine, like, cutting a sewage pipe in half. Great. And I'm thinking, you know I fucking hate plumbing, right? Yeah, I know. Right at this point, you're probably thinking, my God, this guy's a whiny bitch. It's just, you know, some people are scared of fucking spiders. Some people are scared of dogs. I tell you, look, if you want to make me feel better, write in the comments below what your phobia is. Everybody has a phobia. Everybody, whether it's fucking heights, claustrophobia, fucking being on the ocean, being by yourself, being in the dark, being in small confined spaces. You know, everybody's got a phobia about something. So do me a favour, write down below in the comments, tell me what your phobia is. Might make me feel a little bit better. Because I'm all okay with snakes and I'm okay with spiders and, you know, I don't really like heights very much and I certainly don't like fucking enclosed spaces. But in all, it would be doctors, hospitals and surgeries. Look, I've got plenty of jokes about shit like that too. You know, like, you know, you do realise that like 99% of people that die in the vicinity of a doctor. So the idea is you stay the fuck away from doctors and then you've beaten the odds right there. Anyway, let's just pretend you've got an horrible feel of a horrible fear of heights. And, you know, I take you up in a hot air balloon. We're up fucking 10,000 feet. And I'm going, just try not to think about it. Just try not to think about it. Oh, look at that view. Oh my God, look how high we are. No, you'd be right, mate. Just try not to think about it. Unfortunately, phobias have nothing to do with being rational. You could sit there all day doing your statistics and shit about how many people die on a table, fucking... It doesn't matter. It's got nothing to do with that whatsoever. It's the fact that as soon as I just think of a surgical room with the tables and the lights and all that kind of thing, you know, maybe I was alien probed one time or something, you know? That's the kind of thing you envision. You see lots of movies where people are terrified of having flashbacks of shit. Maybe the aliens fucking probed me. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, well, putting aside the alien anal probing, then that's probably about it, really. That's about my news for the day. So, look, thank you so much for caring enough to listen, and thank you for not calling me a whiny bitch. Look, I love yous. Thank you very much for caring. And we hopefully shall live to fight another day. Maybe I'll go and make a review on something, hey? Would that be, it makes me feel better. Does it make you feel better if you hear one of my reviews? One of my fucking snotty, sarcastic, bitchy fucking reviews? Oh dear. Alright, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. And we'll see yous again shortly.